Well, today's the day we're getting under the trailer to clear all the insulation out. It's been a day I've dreaded for about a week now, but we've got really nice weather. I got no excuses other than it's just going to be dirty under there. So it's time to get under and get at it. It's time to get on some protective gear, which is something I never did before my days in the military. I'm using a razor blade utility knife to cut the remaining vapor barrier away. As I cut the pieces away, I did notice that it was a breathable vapor barrier, and so I think I'll buy the same thing when I reinstall it. I think a non-breathable barrier would create a habitat for mold in the future. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty cramped under there. I can barely fit under the beams, but luckily I can. And my goggles seem to fog up after about 10 minutes or so under there, but they're gonna be needed. There's a lot of dust and debris and fiberglass floating around under there. My rebreather seems to be working well, so I'll keep wearing those too and just go under every 10 minutes, clean it out, come out, clean off the goggles, and go back under. It's slow going, but very satisfying as each of these pieces come out. My camera and tripod don't fit under the trailer. It's not enough height. So the edges are pretty much all you guys are gonna get to see. But it kind of looks the same all the way through. Just pieces falling down. Then I'm gonna have to cut around the I-beams and take out as big a chunks as I can each time and load them up with the tractor. Once it's all done though, I'll give you a good view of how cleaned out it is underneath from the outside looking in. The outside edge on the front is done. It's time to move to the back and see how that looks. The underneath looks the same, but it's a whole lot tighter fit to get under it. I realize there's some trim around the whole back side. I think if I take it off, I'll get an extra 4 inches of clearance. The floor is really damaged under this window and also under this sink. So one of the reasons we even pulled these panels off to look under here and found all the insulation pulled down is we had a water leak when we first turned on the water to the property, and it was coming out the front here somewhere. So we pulled off one of these front panels to see if we could try to find it. Now that everything's cleared out and I can see where the leak might be, I'm gonna go back, turn on the water, and see if it's coming out right here where I think it is. There's a bathroom right here inside the wall, and there's pipes sticking down. It feels pretty wet under it. So my guess and my hope is that it's coming out right there, because that's a quick little 1-foot pipe up into the sink to fix. There's still a possibility it's coming out of the drain gray pipe that's sticking out down here underneath the water heater. I don't think it's that, but there is a chance if that valve didn't shut off inside and it's still leaking out, but I think the valve is off. There's a chance of that. So we'll see if it's one of these two areas, and hopefully it's a quick fix.
Oh yeah, right there, massive. The tub.
Okay. So it wasn't the two spots we thought it was, but it's coming out from where the tub is. So one of the water lines running to the shower and tub must be broken. I would assume it's a cold water line since the hot water tank's not on and it hasn't been fed to it yet. But once I get these axles out of the way and pulled out from underneath this and I can actually get under there, should be a quick fix. So glad to know where it's at least coming from. See these two axles right here. I pulled them out because I need to get in between those metal rafters and I'm not small enough to fit in between them. I don't know if you noticed, but I drink a little beer and my belly don't fit under them. So now they got those two out, I got to figure out the third one, because the back side of it is so low that the brake drum is hitting the main frame that runs up through it. So over the years, I guess dirt has washed underneath of it and filled it in, and so that brake drum's sitting on the dirt instead of sitting on the concrete that's under it. So I gotta dig it out, see if I can get it to drop about an inch, and then I can pull it out. As I cleaned out the middle section, it was very odd, all the things I found, like this milk/water jug. There was probably 100 insect fogger cans underneath this trailer. Why? Well, we found the water leak. A T-fitting under the washing machine that had snapped. We live in such a small town, I hope the local hardware store has what I need. Success! They had everything I needed. I never should have doubted them. Unfortunately, when I turned the water on to test it, I found 4 more leaks. The package I bought had enough T's, but I didn't have enough clamps. Looks like it's back to the store for me. Now they're all fixed and no leaks. However, I am concerned about this one with all the corrosion around it. I'm not quite sure if the leak from next to it was spraying on it and just created that, or whether that's going to be something that's going to leak in the future. I think I'll fix it when I go back under for insulation. See you then.